Good morning. I just forgot what we say right now. I said, the Lord be with you. That's why I said good morning. Thank you guys for being good sports. Like you were like, good morning. But I am so glad that we are here gathered this morning. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. I'll ask you one question to begin with. How many of you have a favorite teacher? Just raise your hand. Yeah. Okay. We all do. Put your hands down now. Part of the reason I ask is because one of my favorite teachers was my grandma. She taught English to second graders, which means that she spent a lot of time teaching people how to read. So she taught school for so many years. She taught my mom how to read. She taught so many kids how to read. And one of the fun things that she did is when she retired, she took a lot of books home with her. And one of them was this book. And she had taught kids to read with this book. It's got lots of different short stories inside of it. It's called Sounds Around the Clock. It's got stories about Ellen the baby elephant. It's got stories about a family of acrobats. But she brought it home when she retired from school, and she taught me how to read with it. And then I have one. So can you guess who I might have helped teach how to read with it? You want to guess? You can just yell it out. Who? Kids. My kids. I helped teach Fiona and Ainsley how to read using the same book. So they read the same stories that I had read when I was their age. And those were the same stories that lots of little boys and girls had read when they were in class with my grandma. Now, my grandmother's name was Alice, and she died before Ainsley and Fiona were born. So they never got a chance to know her. But they know about her because I've told them all sorts of stories about her. And they know about her by the way that I share stories about how she taught me to read and how I taught them to read using the same books. So it's like they know her because she has had a role in their life, even though they never met her. Now, part of the reason I tell you that story is because today is All Saints' Day in the church. All Saints' Day is a day that we celebrate all of the people like my grandma Alice. I called her Granny. My granny who came before us and who helped us learn and grow into people of faith the way taught us the things that Jesus teaches us. And we remember all of those people who have died, but whom we still remember. And so especially on All Saints' Day, we read the names of the people who have passed away in the last year. And we thank God for their life, and we remember things about them and how happy we are to have known them. So one of the ways I remember my grandmother is, as I told you guys, I read this book to my kids. Now, can you think of a way? What's a way you like to remember someone? What's something you can do to remember someone? Yes, Clementine. What can you do?
You can tell stories about them.
You can tell stories about them. Delaney, do you have an idea? Okay, what do we got? Davis, come this way. Come to me. What can you do?
If you ever meet them.
Yeah, and if you met them, you can continue to tell stories all about them. Edwin?
To go to the children's museum with them.
Oh, that would be a great thing. What's something else you can do, May Wheaton?
You can look at pictures of them.
Yes, you can look at pictures of them. I'm going to come this way. Sorry, guys. Yes, Anna, what can you do to remember someone?
You can pray for them.
You can pray for them? And you had your hand up first, and I walked right past you. What can you do to help remember somebody?
If they had a favorite song, you could play it.
That is, all of these are really good ideas. Okay, we're going to do one more real quick. Corey and Ruthie, can you do it together?
Be nice.
Be nice. What else?
Be kind.
Be kind. That's right. You can be nice and be kind in their memory. Those are all great things that we can do to remember people, even if they have passed away and we don't see them anymore. Another thing we could do is we can eat some of their favorite foods. And that's what we're going to do after church. We're going to have a big potluck after church. So I hope you guys are going to come and join us as we remember and thank God for all of the people who have been part of our lives. Okay, friends, can you give me a big prayer clap while we say our prayers? Ready? 1, 2, 3, clap. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. All right, friends, if